You think this question wouldn't bother you. Are you back to normal yet? Oh man, it sounds so simple, harmless, even supportive. But something happens when you hear it. Your chest tightens, your mind pauses for a second, and then there's this quiet thought that shows up. What does normal even mean now? Because the truth is, there's no version of normal waiting for you on the other side of cancer. And no one really prepares you for that. At some point, treatment ends, appointments slow down, people stop checking in as much, and life looks like it's moving forward again. But inside, you're still trying to figure it out. You're still trying to make sense of everything that just happened. You look totally fine on the outside. You might be smiling, showing up, doing all the things you're supposed to do. But on the inside, you're still not feeling it. You're recalibrating. Your body just doesn't feel the same. It's more sensitive, more unpredictable, and sometimes a lot more tired than you can explain. Other times it gives you energy and then it takes it away just as quickly. In your mind, that's changed too. You notice things you never used to notice before. Every sensation, every ache, every shift. Your brain doesn't just relax anymore. It monitors constantly. That's not overthinking. That's what happens when your body has been through something so real. And emotionally, there are parts of your life that just didn't come back the same way. Plans that change, relationships that shifted, a version of you that doesn't fully exist anymore. But no one really talks about that part. So when someone asks, are you back to normal yet? What it can feel like is, shouldn't you be done by now? And that's where the pressure starts. Not always from others, but from yourself. You start questioning your timeline, wondering why you're still tired, why certain things still hit you harder, and why you don't feel like the person you were before. But here's the part I want you to hear clearly. You're not behind. You're not doing this wrong, and you're not failing at healing. Because healing after cancer, learning how to live forward in a body, in a life that changed. That's the part people don't always understand. They're looking for a finish line, a moment where everything just clicks back into place. But survivorship doesn't work like that. There isn't any switch. There isn't a clean before and after. There's adjustment, there's grief, and there's rebuilding. And some days feel okay, and some days feel really heavy. Some days feel confusing. And that inconsistency, that doesn't mean something is wrong. That's just part of the process. You didn't just survive cancer, you survived an experience that changed the way you think, feel, and exist in your life, and that takes time to integrate. So instead of asking yourself, why am I not back to normal, try asking something different. Try asking, what actually feels different now? Because that's where your real healing starts, not forcing yourself back, but in understanding where you are right now. And learning how to support that version of you. That's important. And that might mean taking more breaks than you used to, saying no more often, letting yourself move slower, being more intentional about where your energy goes, maybe taking more naps throughout the day. That's not weakness, that's awareness. And the more you honor that, the more your nervous system starts to feel safe again. So if you've been hearing that question or even asking it to yourself, I want you to know this. You don't have to rush your healing to make other people feel comfortable. There's no deadline for this, no timeline you're supposed to follow. You're allowed to take your time and you're allowed to still be figuring it all out. You're allowed to not feel back to normal because maybe this isn't about going back at all. Maybe it's about becoming someone new who understands themselves in a deeper, more honest way. If no one told you today, you're not behind. You're adapting, and that counts.